Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. It is Sunday morning and we have got to talk about the blessings and I think the real reason that we're going to be seeing a little bit of rebalancing coming to these different blessings, the different ones that may get changed and all of that. So I'll walk you through my thoughts on what to expect and exactly why it is happening, unfortunately. So let's get into it. Alrighty, now Plarium recently, yesterday, they put out a raid digest post discussing some different things in game, and something that the community is really taking note of is a section in this post that they made where it talks about, furthermore, we're going to slightly enhance some blessings, making them a more viable choice, which is great. Obviously, they start with the positive side of these changes, but then pay attention to the second part where they say, on the other hand, a couple of others currently considered overpowered by many will become more balanced while retaining their usefulness. So obviously they're very careful to not use the word nerf, but that is going to be what is going to be happening to some of these blessings. And they did say a couple of others. Now a couple is a little bit of a loose phrase. They didn't say many of them. They didn't say one of them. This could be 2, 3, maybe 4 different blessings that are going to get rebalanced, as they say, to be a little bit worse. But hopefully we see some of the other ones that are kind of considered trash become more viable, so we have more options on blessings. We probably see about I don't know, 4 or 5 blessings that pretty unanimously get used, and then all of the other ones are for the most part ignored and not really an option that people consider. And before we get too deep in the weeds here on this topic, there is something that is very important to talk about, and that is I think whenever there's going to be some sort of balancing to blessings, they need to give like a 1-week period where people can adjust their blessings without the associated gem costs. So the blessings work a little bit like masteries, where you can pick what they are and then you can change it once, but then it is going to cost you gems to do so again eventually as you try to move your blessings around. So anytime that people have invested into these blessings, which by the way, they are RNG on top of RNG, so it means a lot when a player selects these blessings and they kind of start planning teams and strategies around these different blessings they've acquired. We need to provide an amnesty period where people are not charged gems to adjust for a balanced nerf that Plarium does on their end. So hopefully they take that into consideration and let people adjust for the changes that are coming our way. And on the surface, I agree with them taking a look at blessings. You know, a lot of people consider, you know, blessings like Brimstone to be too strong or overpowered or whatever. And I don't think it's necessarily that. I just think it's that a lot of blessings are way too underwhelming. You know, these different ones like Incinerate and you know, like lethal dose, like some of these are just way too niche and just not bringing enough of an impact for the associated cost by having to constantly do the Iron Twins, which costs a ton of energy to do on a daily basis, and a very specialized team for people to get to that point in the game and make it happen. And also even like the cheapest summoning stones for the awakening mechanic are like comparable cost to ancient shards, and it takes forever to not only get good champions on your account, but then also get good blessings for those specific champions. You know, we need to see things like a more robust wish list with more options on there. I mean, I could go down the rabbit hole and talk about this for an hour, but anyway, my point was, on the surface, I actually agree with them rebalancing the blessings. I do think it is time for that now that we've had time for the dust to settle and start to get a little bit of a better understanding on how this mechanic is going to function in game. But I don't think that they should be nerfing something like Brimstone. I think they should be buffing other blessings to bring it into line with being as useful as Brimstone, so that we have more choices, more strategies, and more teams available for us to dive into the game with. But the reason that you may have seen in, you know, as recording this, I don't know for sure, but the thumbnail and the title is probably going to be something like the real reason that this is happening. And I think a big crux of the issue is that people are getting a lot of value out of a 1-star Brimstone. So if I had to predict, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully they just nerf things that are maybe like overpowered at the highest levels of RNG for PvP. Things like maybe polymorph, or even you know, some people think that lightning cage, like maybe some of these PvP ones are going to be addressed and they're going to leave Brimstone alone. And if they do, I'll admit that I was wrong. But I think the real reason we're going to see some rebalancing to some of these blessings, unfortunately, is because Brimstone provides too much value as a 1-star, and Plarium wants to drive incentive for people to get up to those 3, 4, and 6-star level blessings to drive more incentive towards participating in those mechanics, and ideally, in their case, spending money to acquire the soul stones to summon higher level blessings. Which means, unfortunately, I think we may see a restructuring of the chance to place the smite. I think we may see the 1-star go to 10%. We may see the 3-star become like 30%, and then the 5-star be maybe left alone at like 60 or 70. And then the 6-star really bump you up to that 100% chance. So I hope I'm wrong. I don't think that Brimstone needs a nerf. I think it is more of a problem of other blessings not being good enough, because Brimstone is already, like, you know, a lot of people forget that it's only active skills. Champions under the smite debuff will be hit by a meteorite when they use an active skill. So you have to place this at the right time, in the right situation, and then it's not really that impactful in PvP. There's many better options than Brimstone in a lot of cases. So it's a situational PvE buff that I don't think needs touched. I think we just need the other ones to be brought up to being a true competitor and true option in terms of too many people using Brimstone in Plarium's eyes, I'm sure. So let me know what you think down below. Hopefully I'm wrong. Leave our Brimstone alone. Don't change it. Just buff the other ones to be options for us as well. And like I said, if you do nerf blessings, please, please, please give players the opportunity to adjust their blessings with an amnesty window where it's not going to cost them to do so, to make up for changes that Plarium is doing on their end. But then there is also something that I want to talk about just in the overall scheme of the game while we're here talking about stuff. Which, what are the odds? Here comes an offer popping up. I've had people leaving comments on the video sometimes because, you know, I go over the offers and the packs on a very consistent basis, and I like to monitor the marketplace in Plarium and what Plarium is charging for different things, and plug it in mathematically into a calculator and see if it's good or bad in the landscape of the offers that we see in Raid. And I've been having people recently say, like, I'm being too harsh. You know, like it's very rare that I recommend a pack to people, which is twofold. And also, it is kind of funny because, you know, as a content creator, you have some people that will call you a shill, like you're just a Plarium shill, you're a Raid shill, that's pushing the game out to people. And then you also, on the other end, you have people that say you're too harsh when you criticize things. So, you know, I'm not complaining at all. You know, different people have different opinions. It's just something funny as a content creator. You know, some people will call you a shill and a sellout, and then some people will say all you do is rant and you're too negative and you're too harsh and stuff like that. So it's a tough line that we try to walk, and ultimately all you can do is just be honest about your genuine opinions. And so like I said, the reason is twofold. My genuine opinion is that the offers are getting worse. I've been playing since day one. I've been playing for almost 4 years at this point. It's going to be 4 years in like 6 weeks that I've been playing Raid. And the offers are genuinely getting worse. I know this because I monitor them on a daily basis. So that is why it is kind of trending in that direction of it seeming like I'm always grading offers poorly. And then also, you know, just the way that I kind of spend in these games, I tend to lean in the direction of being more picky, just in my personal spending habits. So that will probably come through a little bit in my videos. I'm not like a Kraken who buys every single decent offer. I really like to pick and choose and wait until I get a good opportunity to spend in game. And I've actually got a video planned here pretty soon to talk about all of the different spending tiers that Plarium categorizes you in on your account. I think there is a mechanic within this system that people don't really understand. So I want to do a deep dive discussion on that and show people how the different spending tiers compare to each other and how they mathematically come out in the offer calculator compared to each other and all of that. But also, the other reason that I want to talk about has to do with this upper section on our offer calculator, and you'll see up at the top. I know a lot of people don't read fine print and it's fine. They just kind of pull something up and they start using it. But I do want to point this out, and it says that this is a basic offer calculator to help you determine how an offer compares to the other offers in game, developed by our team with the guidance of a Smiley. Shout out to Smiley, my good friend who helped me sit down and calculate how to put this together. And he has been tracking and calculating offers for years. Now, some resources have a wide variance and everyone has different value on currency based on their lifestyle. So this calculator is designed to help you determine if an offer is good, bad, or average compared to what you can expect to typically see from Plarium in the shop. So it's not necessarily my opinion. What we're trying to do is I can show you a perfect example of this. So when I plug in one sacred shard, you can see here that it comes up for $20 on the calculator. Now, I would never pay $20 for a sacred shard, but what we're doing is we're comparing it to kind of what you can expect to see in a game. And if I put this away, it's actually a good opportunity to talk about this. You can see that we've got 3 sacreds for $70, and you can see that $20 price is going to be like $20 to $25 is going to be what you can expect the offers to typically be. So then when you plug it in a calculator and you see that you're getting a sacred shard on the monthly pack here, this sacred shard is costing you less than that $20 basically with all this other stuff combined. So when you put in the monthly pack, the offer calculator would tell you, hey, this is an above average pack compared to what we typically see and how Plarium values things. So just keep in mind that the offer calculator is not really my opinion when I'm plugging it in videos. We're just trying to lay it out for you objectively because everybody's in a different financial situation. For some people, $5 is a lot of money, and for some people, $500 is nothing. So really trying to take all the bias out of it and just lay out if it's above average or below average in terms of Plarium's pricing. But yeah, just wanted to take a second and talk about that for a little bit because I know a lot of people have been asking recently, and the unfortunate truth is the offers have been trending in a negative direction, and hopefully we start to see some of the better offers a little bit more often, the banger offers that grade out as like 3.0 and are like a no-brainer, some of those specialty packs. I would love to see those more often like we used to a year or two ago. But sorry, off on a little bit of a tangent there. Wanted to talk about the blessings in this video, and in conclusion, I think we can probably expect to see an adjustment to polymorph. I think that one is going to get a little bit of I know a lot of people don't like it in PvP, so we may see an adjustment to polymorph and like the RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG madness in PvP. If I had to guess, that one probably gets adjusted in some way, and Brimstone unfortunately is probably going to get adjusted in some way to not provide quite as much value for the 1% or for the 1-star blessing. And then hopefully in terms of the ones that get buffed, it would be like the rare ones definitely need a buff for sure. I would like to see some of these be more like reliable instead of just Phantom Touch. Leave Phantom Touch alone as well. If anything gets nerfed, it's probably going to be things like Polymorph and Brimstone and Phantom Touch, but I'm not going to like it. I would rather see some of the other ones get buffed, like I said, but I would expect those to be the ones that get nerfed. In terms of being buffed, there's like 10 different choices on ones that could be buffed for sure, so I can't even really predict which ones will be buffed, but hopefully those changes are a lot more robust than the nerfs, so we can still have some options, and hopefully they don't charge us to change after they do so. But let me know down below what you think, and what blessings would you like to see buffed, and what blessings do you think will get nerfed. We're probably going to get some light shed on that pretty soon, and I will definitely make sure to cover it for you here on the channel. So remember to subscribe on your way out and like the video. It means a lot. It goes a long way to helping out the channel, and I appreciate all of you. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will get things kicked off tomorrow with a Monday morning video and a bunch of content coming up this week that I'm excited for, and we'll be over on the live stream for on a daily basis as well. May be able to go live later today. I've got a meeting and some things going on here, so Sundays are a little bit up in the air, but would love to be able to go live. We'll see. If I'm able to go live, it'll be here in a few hours towards the afternoon. But anyway, I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Peace.